Welcome back to Jano's Crown. If this is your first time, guess what? Guess what? You've not made a wrong decision, okay? Actually, this is the place that you're just going to love every bit on this channel, okay? So remember to subscribe to my channel so that every time I upload a new video, guess what? You're going to be notified and you'll be the first person to get this important information. Okay, so subscribe to my channel, share my videos within your network. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel, and together let us grow. Okay, otherwise, without wasting any of our precious time, let us head to today's video, guys. Yes. So in today's video, guys, there is an elephant in the room, and let us just see how we can face this elephant. So the other day I was just like seated on my desk, then my colleague calls me and she's like, there is somebody who has come to our place in our organization, that is, and he says he has come to report. But as far as my colleague was concerned, we didn't have such a position that had been advertised recently, leave alone she had not even seen interviews being done. So she was like, okay, I don't know how to help him. And I was like, okay, ask him who called him. Can he mention a name? Maybe such a person exists. So the names he's mentioning, even it is not somebody we can try like to put a face to it. And the guy was so, the way you are excited, you're going to report to a job, things like that. Yes. And my colleague is like, I don't know how I will tell him, because the way this person is excited, I don't know how. I'm just going to burst his bubble. Okay. Then I told her, okay, ask him, where did he do the interviews? And can he at least maybe remember the people who are in his panel? Can he put some faces to the names, or can he have at least more than one name that he can relate to during his interviews? So my colleague is trying to interrogate him, but the guy is so determined. He has come to report for a job. After having let me say, a brief discussion with my colleague, I told her, no, just tell him we've not heard of such a position. And even when you look at his letter, because my colleague told me she looked at the letter, and even her, she was like, this letter, no. So I just told her, just tell him we are very sorry, but we've not even advertised for such a position. Leave alone, even we've not had interviews for such a position. When my colleague told him, the guy was heartbroken. The guy was sad. Sad is I don't know, I can't use the word sad, but you could see the facial expression of this person, because he had traveled kilometers and kilometers just to come and report to his job. He had traveled 100 of kilometers. And when my colleague told him, we don't have such a position, the guy didn't know. The guy was like, I can't believe I'm hearing this. Okay. So that was like a Monday. On a Tuesday, again, somebody that I know very well. And, she was excited. She's like, do you know what? You have this particular position that I am so interested in. And, all those. Then I asked her, you have you seen it advertised anywhere? Have you checked it on our website just to be sure that it is a position in our organization? So when I asked her those questions, she was like, okay, I saw it somewhere. Then I asked that you saw it somewhere. But have you checked the organization website just to be sure it is a position that exists within the organization, that such a position being advertised? And I was like, it was so hard for me to burst her bubble because she was so excited. Okay, but I just told her in a calm way, please try to check our website so that you are just sure, because I don't know. I don't know. Unless it has not come to my attention, I've not heard of it. Okay. So when I mentioned this to her, she was like, yeah, let me try and check on your website to see if it is there. Yeah. So to cut the long story short, yes, in this era and age whereby technology has taken over, most, if not all organizations, when they advertised vacancies in their organization, they will either post on their organization websites, they will do in most, if not all organizations, when they advertised vacancies in their organization, they will either post on their organization websites, they will do it at places whereby you can easily access it. This is a very big organization advertising for a vacancy. They will not fail maybe to put it in the papers. If they don't put in the papers, it will be on their organization website. Just to break or to face this big elephant in the room. Job hunting, it is not easy. Looking for a job is just a job on itself. Okay? And there are so many people out there who take advantage of this like problem that people are going through, and they take advantage, and they rob people literally. They take people's money literally. In this era and age, if I'm going to apply for a position, the first thing, don't pay any money. Don't pay any money. Any job vacancy in a very legitimate organization, they will never ask you for money. Yes. So if somebody asks you for money, that, oh, give me this money so that I can interview you. Give me this money so that I can do ABCD. That is a con. That is a con. You don't pay money to be interviewed. You don't pay money like to be shortlisted. You don't pay money. Yeah, in the recruitment process. Anybody who does that, that is a con. That should raise your eyebrows. Yes, that should raise eyebrows, and you should be like, no, that is not right. Okay, so it is only a con person who is going to lie to you that you send money for you to be shortlisted. It is only a con who will ask you to send money for you to be given like a confirmation letter to an organization. And it is only a con person who will even, like, as a person introducing themselves to you. In organizations, it is the HR that hires, not individuals. And these HRs, as a person, when you are looking for a job, be on the lookout. You are calling me today that I've been shortlisted for a job that I've never applied for. Yes, I know when you are job searching, you will look at every place. You will apply for positions, and even some of them you can't remember. But when somebody calls you on phone that you have been shortlisted to attend to this interview, can you take that number down and call that organization? Call it, even call the head office. Ask them, do you have this position in your organization? Yes. If they have it, then now you can be able to follow up on the position. But the bottom line is, don't give out any money. It is very painful. It is very sad. You are searching for a job. You don't have money, okay? But somebody is lying to you, okay? You are going to look, even some people even take loans to send money, and all in all, this was just a con. This was a con all along. Yes, in this digital era, in this era whereby you can access organizations, they have websites, they have social media pages where you can locate them. If you have applied for a position, call that organization to be sure it is the one calling you that you have been shortlisted. Secondly, make sure you don't give out any money. Okay, it is heartbreaking to see somebody traveling kilometers and kilometers, hundreds of kilometers with a fake letter. And to make the matter worse, this person has referred this person that he has called. Okay, the shortlist. How will I call them? The person who employed
and the person who was being employed, you are directed to an organization which even doesn't know anything about what has been going on behind the scenes. Okay, so in this era and age, searching for a job, it is a job in itself. And to make the matter worse, when somebody asks you for money, it should be a red flag for you. It should be a red flag. Legitimate organizations don't ask for money to hire you. They are looking for skills. They are not looking for people who can bribe for them to be employed. Okay? They want work done. Therefore, they will get the right person for the position. Why should they ask you to pay money? Okay? So, as you search for a job, the big elephant in the room should be, your guiding principle should be, one, you've called me for a job interview. I have to call back and verify from the organization, is it true I'll be shortlisted? Is it true that vacancy exists? Is it true that this person who has called me works in that organization? Yes, you should be alert to that level, so that by the time somebody starts asking you for money, you should drop that person like, yes, like a bad habit. Drop it, drop it, drop that person. Yes. Use money to look for a job, to print out the CVs, to send out the application, but don't use money to bribe people. It is heartbreaking. It is sad, okay, to see that there are people out there who take the vulnerability that people are going through, the unemployment that people are going through. They take advantage and steal from these people. Don't give out any money when you are looking for a job. Don't like you give money, okay, you are employed to an organization that even is not employing. The organization is not employing, so you lose money, you waste your time and your mental health. Psychologically, you are tortured forever. Yes, let us be vigilant, okay? Let us, as you search for a job, also let us be smart. I will only trust somebody, but not to a level that I give out money. It was so sad for this person. The guy was crying literally like a child because he said he had given out a lot of money for a position that did not exist. Okay? You have been called for a position, verify. Verify. Does it exist? Is this organization hiring? And don't give out any money. Yes. Don't lose money for a job that doesn't exist. In this digital era, use the technology to just be on the lookout. Apply for jobs, but be on the lookout. Be smart. Don't lose money in the process of looking for money. Okay? So thank you so much for listening to my story. It is so heartbreaking, but I believe you have just learned one or two things to take home. Okay? Share with your friends, share within your network. Okay? And until the next video, what do we say on this channel? Blessings!